Hi, I'm Sarah Stokes and you are watching Queen TV. I'm joined today by the Mega Co-op corporate chef, Laurel Robertson. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
And we are getting ready for Super Bowl time, which is like food-a-palooza.
Absolutely.
And bacon's hot. I mean, what a popular food right now. And so you're going to show us bacon wrapped, bacon stuffed jalapenos today.
Yeah, bacon is everywhere, but this is a fun appetizer idea. We can, do a lot of different things with this mixture. So we'll start actually with the mixture, and then we'll get into cutting the jalapenos and our vegetables and things like that. For starters, I'm going to put in a whipped cream cheese. I'm wearing gloves, obviously, for our jalapeno purposes, but the whipped cream cheese, the reason I'm starting here is it kind of just adds a nice foundation to this bowl, so everything will mix in real well. I'm using about a half a cup here, and it's easier to work with. You could just use a block of cream cheese or whatever you might have. And then I'm going to add my seasoning, which is about maybe a teaspoon and a half to 2 teaspoons of cumin. I like that flavor. It's kind of a limey, smoky flavor, celery flavor. So that's the only seasoning I'm going to use in here, because the pepper is going to give us our heat, and the bacon and the cheese is going to give our salt. So we really don't need to add a whole lot of anything until maybe the tail end and after you try it. I've already made some bacon here that's just been crisped up.
Okay.
And to me, let's just sit in the corner and eat this.
Yeah, just chew on the bacon.
Yeah, it looks delicious.
It does look good.
All I want to do is just kind of give this a rough chop, because I'm going to add this to the mixture, so that creates our bacon stuffed. Later will be the bacon wrapped. So you can hear how crispy and crunchy that is. Just small pieces. And it doesn't deteriorate and get wilty or, mushy or anything in this mixture, just because the baking process is not that long. And it's just kind of fun to be able to keep her with a different texture going on. All right, so we've got our cream cheese, we've got our cilantro, or our cumin, I should say, and then we have our bacon. I'm going to add just a little bit of our Kojak cheese. Actually, this is a cheese blend, Kobe Jack cheddar, and then I'm going to add some green onion and our regular onion. And what I like to do, one of the most probably common questions I'm asked is, when I'm using a green onion, what do I use?
Sure.
The green or the white?
Yeah.
Well, it depends kind of on what you're cooking. The white is a little firmer, has a little bit more of the onion taste, so that's good in the mixture. The greens are great for, obviously a garnish, and adding just a little flavor to that on the top. So I'm going to add both, just so I have a little bit of color. I've got red onion, but you could certainly choose sweet onion, white onion. You wouldn't have to have any onion at this point, because you've added a little bit with your green onion.
Okay.
So we'll pop that in there. And we'll just give this a little mix. I'm using a plastic fork just to demonstrate how simple this is to blend when using the whipped cream cheese.
I love that tip. That is brilliant, because I fight with cream cheese in my recipes all the time.
Yeah, and the outside gets mushy, and then the inside's still hard, and it's just hard to whip it up. You feel like you need to get some kind of a mixer out, and that's it. I mean, it is that simple.
So can that be applied to any cream cheese recipe?
I have
Will
them.
it work?
Yeah.
Cool.
And especially if it's something that's going to be made in baked or heated, a dip of some sort in a small little crock pot or chafer. That's fun. Yeah, so that's as simple.
This is why you're the pro.
Is that it?
I love it.
Thank you. So what I'm going to do here is just talk a little bit about the jalapenos themselves. There are other jalapenos on the market that are just equally as good. If you wanted to make a big one, maybe using a poblano and then slice it, you could, so people would just have little bites. When you are shopping for your jalapenos, some of these striations that you see, or these markings, it almost looks like, ooh, that's bad. That looks old to me. It's not. It just indicates that there's a little bit more heat in this pepper.
Oh, okay.
So you're going to get just a little bit more
I don't even want to touch it, do I? Because then I'll rub my eye.
But I've got a grapefruit spoon, but any spoon could work, or any small little knife will work to get your ribs and your seeds out, and that is where the heat is. So what I've done is I've simply taken this beautiful jalapeno, and I like to leave the little bit of stem on there. I think that looks, like a fun presentation. And so I just slice it down the middle, and then I'm going to just cut the center out, much like you would maybe seeding a tomato, and just get that out of there. If it doesn't all come out with the spoon right away, then I just run my thumb right down, clean it out, get seeds out, ribs out, and then you're ready. This is your little boat that you can fill with your mixture.
Cool.
Okay, I'm just going to add just a touch more color to this by adding real cilantro. We've got our cumin, which is the dried cilantro, and now we're going to add our little fresh herb here at the end. And that'll give it some nice color internally and some really nice fresh flavor. Okay, we'll give that another mix.
Smells like summer.
Oh, you know, we were talking about other uses for this.
Yeah.
Oftentimes, if I have some of this mixture left over, and I usually don't do a lot of jalapenos for a particular event, but I might double the batch. You know, put it in a baked potato or in a baked potato skin. That's a wonderful idea. So anyways, I've got one going here, and I'm just going to pop the seeds out of this next one. Again, got the nice little boat. Just take a small, maybe tablespoon amount, and then you just pop it in there and spread it down. And you don't want it to overflow too much because this is going to bake, this is going to melt. And at this point, if you did not want to go the route of adding the bacon on top, I always just put a little bit of cheese on top for a color variation, and then you can bake them the same. 375, 20, 30 minutes, and basically that's till this is melted, the cheese is a little brown on the top, and then that your jalapeno is kind of a tender crisp.
Okay.
Okay. If you did want to go the route of adding the bacon, and that's what we're doing today, I'm just going to take a couple pieces of slice of bacon over here, and I'm going to really, for these size, you could probably take one slice of bacon and cut it in half or in thirds.
Okay.
And so you really do get
just
quite
needs to get around the house.
You get a lot for your dollar here. What I also like to do is start on the bottom, like you're just wrapping a little towel, and then you take your little toothpick and put it on your prepared tray. And I would definitely spray the bottom, even though that bacon is kind of what's holding it up. Again, this is going to be really good. This has got extra cheese.
That's a Wisconsin jalapeno.
It is. Yep, absolutely. And then again, just put your little toothpick through to hold it. And then
ready to go.
It's that simple. 375, 20, 30 minutes, you're good to go. And then when you come out, you can plate it in all kinds of different ways.
Sure. And with a glass of milk, maybe?
Yeah, a glass of milk.
If you have a whip in the room.
More sour cream, more cream cheese.
Right? Or a good Liney's, I'm sure would go just great
absolutely.
too.
And a great football game.
Yes. Well, thank you, Chef Laurel. You are fantastic, and we hope you enjoy this recipe at home.
QueenTV is sponsored by Grace Lutheran Communities. Go to graceluthfound.com to learn about our skilled nursing, rehabilitation, and assisted living care. Say grace.